Trust is one of the most fundamental requirements in any type of relationship, whether with a friend, partner, or family member. In this video, I will discuss the 7 types of people you should never trust. First and foremost, it is essential to observe if the person exhibits certain characteristics. I will mention that observation and analysis of comments are necessary. Fortunately, it is not so complicated to analyze both the words and actions of a person to form a solid impression of who they are and what their essence is. Therefore, I will address each of these types of people and explain why it is prudent to avoid trusting them. If someone engages in such behavior, you should raise suspicions and even refrain from respecting such an individual. It is important to note that when I mention disrespect, I am not suggesting that you should insult or mistreat someone. What I mean is that you should not consider such a person as a genuine friend or partner simply because they exhibit questionable behavior. It is crucial to maintain healthy and constructive relationships and understand when it is appropriate to distance yourself from people who do not contribute to your well-being. The first type of person is someone always ready to criticize, especially when it comes to others. If someone speaks ill of another person, you can learn more about the character of the speaker than about the person being discussed. Individuals who constantly talk about others, often through gossip and rumors, and even attempt to harm someone's reputation, are undoubtedly part of the group of low-quality people. It is interesting to reflect on those who spend time criticizing and spreading gossip about others. They are likely not busy with productive things in life, such as working, taking care of their own affairs, and paying bills. These people tend to be unhappy and unemployed, making unnecessary comments about others. Therefore, it is wise to be skeptical, not to respect, and not to show consideration for this type of individual. If someone speaks ill of others, they can easily start speaking ill of you as well. The second type of person is one who seems to be friends with everyone, always smiling and wishing the best for everyone. This person is often seen as popular, extroverted, and capable of pleasing everyone. I am not saying that you should judge someone solely based on these characteristics, but I advise you to be cautious when trusting this type of person. The reason for caution is that someone who smiles at everyone and pleases everyone often makes promises and claims to always be available to help, possibly more interested in their own popularity than in genuine relationships. This person may be just another face in the crowd, another number, another person to conquer and pay attention to. Such individuals often depend on the attention and company of others, living in a world of illusions. Therefore, it is prudent to be skeptical because someone excessively extroverted and popular can easily replace you. The third type of person lacks empathy and is more likely to deceive or harm others. The ability to put oneself in others' shoes and understand what they feel is something lacking in these people, making them less trustworthy. An empathetic person would hesitate to cause pain to others, as they would be able to imagine the suffering their actions could inflict. This empathetic ability serves as a natural barrier against harmful behaviors. When someone is capable or comfortable causing harm to others, the lack of empathy is usually an indication that makes these individuals less trustworthy. They are also very likely not to take responsibility for their actions, as untrustworthy people tend to be selfish, caring only about themselves, ignoring the consequences of their actions. The fourth type of person pretends to listen. Have you ever encountered someone who, when you try to talk, responds with a simple "I understand" or "Is that so?" without truly engaging in the conversation? This can not only be boring but also disrespectful. The worst-case scenario is when the person responds to what you say, but when it's your turn to speak, pretends to listen and gets distracted by their phone or nods without showing real interest in what you are saying. In a conversation, it is expected that the person pays attention to what you share. Therefore, if you are talking to someone not paying attention or getting distracted by the phone in your presence, revealing that this person is not truly listening to you, it is appropriate to stop talking there. It makes no sense to continue talking to a wall, and you are not obligated to waste time with someone not interested in what you say. Do not hesitate to interrupt the conversation or even inform them that you are leaving. You should not respect someone who does not value what you share and prefers to pretend they are listening while getting distracted by the phone. The fifth type of person is the one who always has problems, lives in the midst of intrigues, and claims that life is a sentence for them, with each day bringing a new difficulty. This person constantly complains to everyone, saying they do not know what is happening, and everything is extremely difficult. It is essential to be cautious with this type of person and be skeptical, because if someone is constantly involved in an endless series of problems, it is not just a matter of coincidence or the universe conspiring against them. In many cases, the person contributes to their difficult situation by making wrong decisions and repeating mistakes without learning from them. They likely have difficulty controlling their own emotions, so it is advisable to maintain suspicion about this type of person. If you sympathize with their sad story full of difficulties, you may want to help them, and their problems can easily become yours. Keep in mind that someone who seems to collect obstacles and drama often has a real difficulty in life, which is themselves. Surely you do not want that difficulty to become yours, so be cautious when dealing with this person. The sixth type of person is the one who constantly irritates you when around. Dealing with someone who makes you lose your patience, even when you are going through a difficult period in life, is understandable. However, it is different when you are constantly irritated in the presence of a specific person, even when you are in a calm state. This happens because if that person can persistently irritate you, they are probably subtly provoking you. They throw ideas that confuse you and skillfully feed your doubts, doing so subtly and gradually in small doses, so that you do not fully perceive the emotional and psychological game that is happening. Believe me, there are people who act this way purely for pleasure, taking advantage of the ability to provoke others. Therefore, it is important to be attentive to these subtle games and tricks. If someone can constantly irritate you, it is because they are subtly poking you with gestures and words in a way that you may not fully realize. Be alert to these complex dynamics and be prepared to deal with them consciously. The seventh type of person is the one with two faces, and you have likely had some experience with someone like this. These people seemingly show appreciation for you, but behind the scenes, they spread harmful rumors about you, not only to you but also to others. So, do not be surprised when other people start talking about you. These individuals can quickly switch between a friendly smile and a friendly conversation and then speak ill of you. When you start to notice this type of behavior, it is highly recommended to consider leaving the relationship as soon as possible. Acting with sincerity and integrity is essential in any relationship, and being surrounded by people who act duplicitously can be toxic and harmful. Therefore, protecting your own peace and well-being is a priority, and if you detect this, moving away may be the best decision. I hope this message has been helpful to you. If you liked the video, I would appreciate it if you left a like and subscribe now. After all, it is very important and costs nothing. Thank you very much for your attention, and until next time.